Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mao Shajaz. You're watching me on the Expat Story on YouTube, on Spotify, wherever my voice is reaching, my very throaty, raspy voice right now. Guys, we always want to bring conversations to you which are meaningful, which are insightful. I have someone who's not really, you don't really know her as somebody who's as insightful as I've found her to be in my somewhat short conversations. But the more I talk to her, the more I realize that there's a lot more to her to discover, which people have not so far. She's acted in some really, really great roles. She's done television. We hope to see her more and more. She's become somewhat of a personality on her own, and I think we need those individual empowered voices in the industry. I want to welcome to the podcast Hajra Yameen. Hajra, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you for that introduction. That
How
was
are you?
really nice. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, alhamdulillah. Welcome to Dubai.
Thank you.
What
Good
brings
be
you to
here.
Dubai, first of all?
So I got my residency a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I just that relaxed me a lot. So now I just find myself in Dubai.
And
much
isn't it
often.
amazing for women?
It is. It's so safe.
Such a relief.
It's such a relief. See, because my wish is so important for anyone, to be honest. I mean, men will not get that because they get to do that anywhere and everywhere with whatever they're wearing, you know. But for women to just step out and
be.
breathe
And be.
and breathe and, you know, let your skin breathe.
Yeah.
Let yourself breathe. It's
Yeah.
just, it's everything for me.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
remember I used to, I love running. And I remember during COVID days, because gyms were closed, so I would just go out on the road and run. But I had to stop that because I was being followed by cars.
Oh,
So I
God.
had to stop that.
Oh, God.
And yeah, I couldn't go out for a run anymore. So I miss that. So now it feels good.
It feels good. It
to
feels
just
great.
like have your coffee, you know,
walk around in the middle of the night.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah. It's
exactly.
amazing.
It's amazing.
It's such a, I think, a privilege men have that they take for granted.
It really is. It really is. Really. And if women have safe men, you know, in countries like Pakistan where it's difficult for women to do that, then they're lucky.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, now I'm at the point of life where, you know, where I do believe that, you know, yes, having female friends is very important. I think that core is what really takes you forward in life. But it's very important to have safe male friendships as well.
Oh my God, so
You know.
important. And not every friendship has to turn into,
Exactly.
you know, a
oh
film.
My God, that is such. I'm sorry for my French, but such that women and men cannot be friends. I have a few male friends, but they're incredible.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
as,
amazing.
And as somebody who lives alone, you know, it's really important to have that, to have someone look out for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Haja, we'll talk about your career because I'm so interested in what you've done in the past. We've
Yeah.
just seen you in something amazing called Manto. Obviously, it had its pitfalls, but
Yeah.
your role was especially important because there was a real life story happening.
Yes. You know, it had not happened when we started
Oh my
showing
God,
that.
that's such a premonition.
It had
Oh my
not
God.
happened. And Nadeem Bhai added some things after that. You know? And I remember him calling me, or I called him, I don't exactly remember. And I was like, oh my God, Nadeem Bhai, I cannot believe it. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. When that happened, that
Yeah.
conversation happened between
Yeah.
you and Nadeem Beg, what was that like? Was it, you know, surreal to have that conversation? And as soon as the case started,
Yeah,
you know,
it was a
opening.
very quiet conversation.
Oh my
It
God.
was a very quiet conversation. And I'll be very honest with you, Mavish, because a lot of actresses live on their own in Pakistan.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, and I remember after that incident, just sitting in my apartment and just praying for her, bawling my eyes out.
Oh my God.
That it could have been any of us.
It could have been anybody, yeah, who's, you know,
You
just
know?
not been in touch with the family.
Exactly. Because all of us as artists have a habit of isolating ourselves. That's where we heal, you know. And for someone like me who has social anxiety, I just lock myself in, you know. And there have been times when I've been very sick as well. So I was like, oh my God, Alhamdulillah for everything, for
Yeah.
all that God has done for me, and the fact that I have some friends,
Yeah.
you know, who wait around for me in corners because they know I have a habit of isolating myself.
Did that experience or that role
Yeah.
kind of make you want to reevaluate certain things, that maybe I should stay in touch with this person more or that person? Because it made, when something like
Yeah.
this happens, you know,
Yeah.
like when the Peshawar attack happened, it made me hug my kids
Oh
even
my
stronger.
God. Yes.
So
Yes.
when some tragedy happens, any tragedy, it kind of harks you back to a point where you're like, oh, I need to value this more? Did you make some changes?
It was the other way around because I wanted to keep it in touch with other, especially women in my life, not because something would go wrong with me, but I was like, isolating is also a very selfish decision, you know, where I am being selfish for women, you know, other people might also need you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And
Doesn't
you
ma-
might be that person for someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So I
absolutely.
was like, more than for myself, for other people, for whoever that I can, I'd like to be there and keep in touch.
That's a good thought. Haja, so talking about Manto,
Yeah.
how do you take the criticism when you're a part of a huge cast like that? It's
Yeah.
got so many eyeballs.
Yes,
You know, sometimes you do that off drama, that small drama, nobody watches, somebody. So people are not really talking about it. It may get big eyeballs,
Yes.
but it doesn't become the part of the zeitgeist. It doesn't become like the
Yes.
front and center of all conversations on
Yes.
social media, the memes, the criticism, the good, the bad, everything. When you're a part of that, how does that feel? How does that impact you as an artist?
It's very difficult to keep the personal and the professional, you know, like
Separate.
to separate the art from the artist and from the human that they are. Where I do disagree with obviously certain notions, you know, I would not recommend that because around that time and after that, I remember there were a lot of cases about you know, these very small cities where teachers had
Relationships.
and raped students, you know, not just little girls but boys as well, children, and you know. So I was like, I'm just not in favor of anything which propagates that and which kind of encourages that narrative. That is the only thing, because I mean, Mevish, people like you and me were way less than 5% in Pakistan. You see, the masses, there are a lot of people who get influenced by the stories of our dramas and everything. So I'm really not for these narratives where the rapist, you know, then falls in love with the victim.
No,
and, you
that's
know,
horrible.
It's
Please
just
don't show that. Please stop
horrible. Do
showing
not-
that. My
stop
God.
showing
Oh.
that. And domestic violence and, you know, these authorities, you know.
The Abbaji is very protective. Chata. He just slaps the girl.
And then you ban romance. I mean, already, especially the generation of millennials is deprived of seeing their of seeing their parents, you know, romanticize or, you know, just, you know, like a peck on the cheek or just sitting together.
Also, I feel like we, as millennials, we are the worst position ever. Because the problem is that all the amazing love stories we grew up with, they've gone. Like Bollywood has stopped being what it was. It's now become Dhurandhar and Border 2 and these kind of things.
But honestly, like a few years ago, I went back to Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
I know. I always do. I always watch that film because it's such a comfort movie.
It is a comfort movie, but then I was like, नहीं उससे तो मैं शादी नहीं करूँगा, इससे तो मैं अपनी माँ को नहीं मिलवाऊँगा. And I was like, oh my God, Hajra, you were 6 when you watched this film for the first time.
And the
I was
influence
like,
that had on us.
Oh my
She's suddenly
God.
wearing saris, so she's pretty.
She's pretty.
I can fall in love with her now because she's a girl's girl.
Oh my God. So I was like, you are not watching this again. You know, and I'm a khala to so many little kids, little girls, and I'm like, nope, my girls are not watching this.
Yeah, because
You
I think
know?
there are a lot of the Bollywood sense of romance, which I now feel nostalgic about.
Yes.
Because it's become so problematic now. It's
I know,
worse.
I
Oh
know.
my God, why?
Like, I tell people to watch Shah Rukh Khan ke interviews rather than his stories, rather than his films. Because I
Yeah.
like just watch it. Because Shah Rukh Khan as a person and Shah Rukh Khan in his movies, it's different.
Two different people.
Two different people.
Two different people.
So, yeah.
Because even like we were just talking about this also, that for example, what happens when you've got such a huge industry like Bollywood, who we
Yes.
love and we've grown up watching,
Yeah.
when they peddle this kind of nonsense that all Muslims are like janabing,
Oh my
surma
God.
wearing, kajal, topi. I'm like, where's that
I
coming?
mean,
Look at us.
Even Arabs are cool now.
Oh, they were
Dude.
always cool.
They were all, but now they're even cooler.
Well,
you
yes.
know?
And you know, like
Yeah.
it's so sad. And I want to know your take as an artist.
Yeah.
And we talk so much about representation and
Yes.
accurate representation
Yes.
and Islamophobia and all of these things. When you look at the culture that's emerging now and the kind of ways Pakistani artists are also coming into their own.
Yes.
We have our own place. Our drama
Yes.
has its own standing now.
Yes.
What's your take on how the conversation is going? And the Indians, mashallah, are obsessed with our dramas. They love it.
I mean, I'm really, really, really grateful for that.
Yeah.
And I remember like the first thing that happened when the entire situation went down last year was, you know, our accounts for some reason got banned. I received a notification, your account cannot be seen in India. I was like,
But why though?
Why? I
haven't said anything.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, I don't even post very often. So, I don't have a lot of following. That's fine. I don't care. But this is just being small. You're putting your artists in a very vulnerable spot. I've worked with some people from across the border, and they were absolutely lovely people.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And I've worked with Fawad Khan as well, and absolutely incredible co-actor to work with, and I think he was put in a very difficult situation. You cannot do that to artists because we're already people with very vulnerable brains and hearts.
Yeah, this is a soft target. They're a soft target.
We're just a soft target. Yeah,
and I mean, I was so sad to see him kind of constantly post, I'm so sorry what happened. I'm like, why are you apologizing, bro?
Exactly.
Why do you need to apologize? You didn't do this.
People should be apologizing to you, and like attacking.
It was
now,
really sad.
Nowadays, if somebody like attacks you on social media, and if you see that, it's nothing less than a physical attack, Mavish.
Pretty much.
Honestly,
yeah. वो mob आ जाता है पूरा. Yeah.
It's a mob.
Yeah.
It is a mob, and you're like, I mean, it really corners you. It really corners you, and that's another sort of a panic. That's another sort of a trauma.
Yeah, that you have to go through.
That you have to go through.
And I do want to talk about that because that's also something where we wanted to discuss is that as artists, like you said, very vulnerable people tend to be isolated, tend to be a little crazy also, hyperbole, prone to hyperbole and everything.
Yes.
So, and then you have this mad world of social media.
Oh my God.
Where you, and I want to ask you because as a woman and as somebody who has to be present, it's become a part of your job now. It's not like, I don't have an Instagram. And
see, I'm all for evolving with time.
Yeah.
That's very important. Okay. And as an artist, I think you should use it as a strength to be flexible.
Right.
We're supposed to be flexible in our art, so that makes us flexible people as well.
Right.
ठीक है. But at the same time, I do believe that we cannot be mistaken as influencers. I mean, I do not want to be.
So what is an influencer in your opinion? What would you call an influencer?
It's a huge responsibility.
They
have to comment on every single thing.
True.
And I at times even, for example, some years ago, I was more vocal about a lot of things.
Right.
And I'm not anymore. Because the thing is, because there's just so much negativity
and noise
that I just don't want to indulge in it anymore. I'd rather have my own core group of people
who know what you think,
who know what I think, and I can debate with them because my opinions may be wrong, and I would love to learn, but even the criticism that I see online for actors, and a lot of times when women criticize other women sitting on their high chairs, that
those
is
people should not be allowed on podcasts, please.
They should not be allowed on podcasts. I do see a lot of managers doing a lot of damage control because the concept of being managed by someone is still new. So
is it?
It is.
In terms of what? Image building and all?
Image building and, also fighting with big egos.
Oh.
That is also an issue. Okay. But I would like to...
I love how honest this conversation is.
No, and also the fact, so you are a responsible journalist from what I've seen.
Yes.
And I see you have a moral compass.
Yeah.
I see you have empathy. I see that you speak up for women.
Yeah, I do. Always.
You always do.
Always.
This is not me taking a dig or anything. Really,
yeah,
I don't mean any offense by any offense by it. But it's just that, but it does give you some sort of a power, and you're using it well. But a lot of times,
what do you mean that when
because
not using it well?
Because a lot of times when they're criticizing dramas, they're not criticizing actors. They're not criticizing characters. They're criticizing the actor,
the person.
So and the thing is,
that's not what a review is, though.
That's not what a review is.
That's not what a review is.
And then a lot of times I see them use abusive language.
Yeah.
A lot of times, they're really like taking a dig at the human being and
behind
not the art, and that just shows a lot of like personal goodness rather than,
you're trying to genuinely do a job.
Exactly. So what that has done to me over the years is just wanted to stay away from being seen in
That light.
in that light.
Ah.
So I'd rather like have, like go physically sit in other circles and talk than, indulge
And then when
in
you
that
talked
way.
about then we talked about influencers and
Yeah.
them and you said something very interesting earlier that you don't want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
You're an artist, and sometimes when that line gets blurred, it creates problems for someone like you.
Yes,
Who
yes.
and I think all of us, it is not about influencer or actor. We're all learning.
Yeah,
There's a curve
of
to all of
course,
us, and
of
we're not
course.
perfect. Nobody is.
Nobody
But then
is.
I think what I understand from you is that actors tend to be judged more harshly.
Yes.
For the mistakes they
Especially
make.
female actors.
Especially female actors. My question to you is, and then we also talked about the barrage of negative comment. How
Yes.
can you do this? And band karo ye nanga
Yeah,
naach.
yeah, yeah.
That
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stuff that happens. So, एक तो बात होगी कि when we heal from it as a person,
Yeah.
how does that affect the choices you make as an actress?
But do you really heal from it as a person? It stays.
It stays.
And as you...
But for some people, it's like water off the duck's back. Tomorrow they're
I
back.
love that. I wish I had that
you wish-
quality. I wish
You're not like that at
I'm
all.
not like
Oh,
that.
okay,
It
got
stays
it.
in my body. And I work out a lot. So
Okay.
I work out for like almost 2 hours every day.
Amazing. Same.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like,
love it. Please do it, girls.
Please do
you
it.
have to
Please
do it. Oh my God.
Gosh.
yeah.
And strength training.
Strength training.
Not cardio.
And not
Cardio
just like
is-
walking halke on the
No.
treadmill.
Pick up weights.
Pick up weights.
That's
strength
right.
training.
Pick up weights, have creatine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very, very, very important.
Yeah.
By the way, creatine is also really good for your brain cognition. So
Mm.
great stuff. But yeah, so I mean, I do all of that as a coping mechanism.
Mm.
I love it, but it needs an outlet because, many years ago, I remember I could give an angry reaction, on a personal basis. But recently, I've been internalizing all of that anger because I'm like, I just don't want. Is it really worth a confrontation? So one of the New Year resolutions was, I'm not going to confront with everyone, but if somebody comes up to me, they're like, why haven't you been talking to us? I will tell you. You better be ready for that. I will tell
How's
you.
that working out for you though?
Great.
Good.
The year of snake has still not ended, so I'm still shedding.
Okay. So I hope by 2027,
Yeah.
we'll see a brand new Hajra. All the shedding is done.
I mean, I think, I honestly think with, you evolve at times, not at all, and at times in a matter of hours.
Yeah, in a day.
In a day.
In a day, something will change you forever.
An hour will make you a completely different person.
It's so true.
You
That
know?
is so true.
And
That
at times
totally happens.
that totally happens. So you never know. Kuch bhi ho jaye.
हो जाएगा. अच्छा, so let's look at films. Like
Yeah.
films are a fledgling thing
Yes.
on its own. Drama is pretty solid.
It
Drama,
is.
we know what we do, we know
It
what we
is.
make, we know what makes money.
Yeah.
There is a mechanism, there's a cycle.
Yeah.
But films are still fledgling and they're still up and down and ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai. What's your take on it? What's happening? And from your point of view, where you are,
Yeah.
what do we need to do as an industry?
Share space with newcomers.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, we have a large number of students in film schools, and the thing is, why do all of them want to go abroad? Why are all these newbie filmmakers aiming for festivals and not their own industry? You think they haven't tried in their own industry? They're not given space.
They're not given space.
They're not given space. I believe that dil aur dimag bahut chote hain. And the thing is, Mehwish, the entire world is going towards collaborations.
100%.
Artists are collaborating with each other because that is what multiplies. That is what is getting more eyeballs now. That is
True.
what's more exciting now. And I'm somebody who loves to collaborate with other artists, so I'm all in for this new wave. So I think like our industry, the people sitting on the top really need to, like do something about those egos and the power trip they're on, so they can share more space, welcome more people, give them good money for a start, give them royalties for a start, so they can bring their good ideas, because those ideas are incredible. Because you see the same scripts over and over again. You see the same problematic people still being celebrated. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I still see good directors and directors who are huge names in our industry still working under you know, these producers who now have all of the power, you know, and them controlling and calling the shots. So, I mean,
We need to let the little guy through.
yes, yes, and let the new people in, give them space.
Give them space.
Yeah.
When you talk about problematic producers or storylines and everything,
Yeah.
you think that's also bleeding into the cinema scape? Because we know that's happening in the TV industry.
Yeah.
You think that's the same issue we're facing in the cinema?
Yeah, I honestly feel like
Because the bigger problem, sorry I'm cutting you off, but there's a bigger problem that we don't have enough cinemas.
we don't have enough cinemas. It's really expensive, yeah.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
It's very expensive. What, Karachi maybe only have Newplex?
Newplex, Atrium, and a couple of others
That's
here and
about
there.
it,
Yeah.
and that's 1,500 to 3,000 rupees per person.
Yes, yes.
I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot, and a middle class person can only afford it maybe on Eid,
Yeah.
on Bakra Eid,
Yeah.
no more.
No more.
It's not like in India where it's very, very affordable and cheap.
Families cannot go for that option anymore.
Yeah, you don't have single screen cinemas
No,
either.
no.
So because this is a conversation I have with multiple people whenever they
Yeah.
sit in this space, and whenever even off the record when I have conversations with them, they keep saying, but how do we invest in somebody? Because sometimes what happens is the newcomers come and they have these bizarre ideas, and those ideas are not commercial,
Yeah.
or they are not well enough for audiences to be received.
Yeah.
Certain are. I'm not denying what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying. That happens. Because a guy will come up with a good story. It's happened to me. Good story there, but nobody's interested because they're like, no, we'd rather do this problematic guy who's got
Yeah.
like 5 hits already. Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
So what would you say to the people who are trying to pitch? Like, how can they make their product better? I'm not saying that they're not also up against humongous odds, but then they can also do the best that they can, so that, oh my God, this story is so good, I don't think I can say no to it. What can they do? What can the kids do
What can kids do
when they're pitching projects?
when they're pitching? See, because I've studied filmmaking as well. So what I do is that come up with ideas that are zero budget.
Zero budget. Good one.
Literally,
We need that. You need that in Pakistan.
Desperately
Yeah.
need that
Yeah.
in Pakistan, you know, and you never know.
Yeah.
It can be.
Yeah.
See, and the thing is, kid, do not execute every single idea thinking that it has to be a hit.
Hmm.
It does not have to. Put it out there. Whatever it is, just start putting it.
It should
out
just make
there.
sense.
It should just make sense.
Yeah, yeah.
मैं ये नहीं कहूँगी कि, you know, it should make sense to you. No, you have to be considerate about what other people want to see as well.
True.
And the thing is, as actors, a lot of times when we meet fans, they're like, you know, we don't want to see this anymore. Ye, wo. And I'm like, but as artists, I don't know what to do with that. You know,
Yeah,
because
why you bring this to me? मैं क्या करूँ?
why are you bringing this to me? Like a lot of times, you know, the interviewers would be like, why did you work with him? Why did you work with him? And I'm like, dude, give me royalties and I'll take a better stand.
Yeah.
Give me
Or
royalties.
give me a better industry. I'll
give
take
me give me a better industry, and ask this question to the producer. Why are you asking me? I mean, this should not be directed towards me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know.
Yeah.
So for newbies, I would say just start producing. Just start somewhere.
Don't get discouraged.
And don't get discouraged. And if you can afford a script doctor, get that.
Interesting. Script doctor.
Script doctors are very important.
Yeah.
For any writer.
True.
Exactly. So I think that is also lacking.
That is also lacking. And I think one more thing which you very rightly important pointed out is the start.
Yes.
We get so discouraged. Oh, who's going to like my idea? Yeah, they might not like it once, twice, thrice, 4 times,
See,
but somebody will.
What's really good about today's day and age is that, you know, with Instagram, with Reels and everything.
And YouTube and all
it
of
does
that.
not have to be visually, you know, I mean, like 4K or, you
so
know,
Christopher Nolan.
Alexa se shoot karo, Red se shoot karo. Like, you don't need that anymore at all.
Yeah.
So you can literally just start anywhere.
And we have seen these influencers who've
Exactly.
become a part of the industry.
Exactly,
Literally become a part of the
exactly.
industry. We were also talking about something very interesting, and as somebody who studied filmmaking,
Yeah.
we look at the female gaze for men, and we were just talking about Emily in
Yeah.
Paris, which I've
Yeah.
just finished watching.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this woman's life is perfect because, and even Bridgerton for that matter.
Yes.
You look at how women like Shonda Rhimes or
Yeah.
you know the people behind Emily in Paris, how they've, although Emily in Paris is conceptualized by Darren Star, but when the centerpiece is a woman in terms of the protagonist, she views love and relationships in a very different way.
Yes.
How do you think we can add? I'm not saying we have to make Bridgerton or we have to make Emily in Paris. We are kind of making Bridgerton though.
Yeah.
Like इसकी शादी उससे हो गई, उसकी शादी
Yeah.
किससे हो रही है, बच्चा हो
Yeah.
रहा है नहीं हो रहा. When you look at the stories we tell,
Yeah.
what do you think we're lacking in terms of how women are seeing men?
There's no inner monologue. Women have internal monologues.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Like
We do hear that, but it's very self-pitying. I don't think women are that self-pitying, are we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are not.
We're
And
not.
you know, it's not even about women like us who are sitting on
Yeah,
these
yeah,
chairs.
yeah. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Even my help at home, she does not self-pity. You know, she does not
She
self-pity.
gets up and does the work she
gets
needs
up,
to.
and I think she's way more cooler than I am. You know, because look at the situation she's in, look at the sort of marriage she's in, and still she shows up.
Yeah.
So her internal monologue is way more stronger than mine. And you know, the fact that, I mean, you just need to expand the world a little till you get into because what I've noticed in the last couple of years is that people do notice the nuances.
Yes, they do.
And
Yes,
the details.
they do.
And the thing is, whenever you will see, you know, a woman who is leading a narrative, you will see nuances. There very little, there's a very little number of directors who have a female gaze. And I think Sarmat Khusat has that, which is why Kamli was such a big hit.
Yeah.
Kamli was an incredible film to watch because Sarmad has a very strong female gaze and a male gaze.
Yeah.
And another
He balances it really
he
well.
balances it very well. And also Nadeem Bhai, you know, but at the same time, I've also worked with female directors who have a much stronger male gaze than a female gaze. Musaddiq Malik, on the other hand, has a very strong female gaze, which is why you could see, you know, those nuances in Noor Jahan.
Noor Jahan. Yeah.
You know, he made most of them, not me. You know, and most of what he did was not even written on paper. So yeah, and that's what I've experienced with Nadeem Bhai as well.
The treatment of Noor Jahan was amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly. So I've, within this industry, as a viewer, I've watched female-led narrative and it was great to see that. But personally, I've worked with a lot of men who have a really good female gaze.
That's nice.
In
That's
this
good to hear.
industry.
That's so good. And then we
Yes.
see it in the work.
Yes.
We see it.
Yes. And women who have a strong male gaze. And I could not really find the right footing with them. I really could not. I mean, they're incredible women, but I really could not because I could see that, and I cannot blame them because it's the
Is
conditioning.
it a lot of internalized misogyny?
Exactly. Exactly. And that just, you know, I mean, it just makes me feel so helpless when I see that. Oh my God, it makes me feel like mere haath bande hue hai, you know, like you can't do anything about that.
Yeah. And coming to that, you are now working with Mehreen Jabbar.
Yes.
You're working with Farooq Rind.
Yes.
You're working with Babar Javed.
Babar Javed, yes.
Tell us about the projects and what are those experiences like?
So, I mean, I've worked a lot with Mehreen in the last few years, but it was mostly like just short films and ads. But this is a proper like long narrative.
And this is for Green.
This is for ARY.
ARY, okay.
Yes, again an ensemble led by Kubra and Shuja and
Dr. Bahu we're talking about.
Dr. Bahu and there's Adil Hussain, there's Sabah Hamid and Shazad Nawaz, so Marina Khan, Muhammad Ahmed, really good cast. And Mehreen gives you a lot of freedom as an actor. So like if you, I mean, to all the actors out there, if you come on set and if you expect a director who's going to like really like take you there, no. You're gonna have to do all the work yourself, which is great. It will only help you.
And only a good actor can do that.
Only a good actor. Oh, thank you for saying that.
No, it is. It is true. Huh?
Thanks.
Because you bring on the
Yes.
nuance and you bring on the interpretation which connects with the
Exactly.
audience.
So whatever character you do with Mehreen is going to be your interpretation of the character.
Oh.
And she
It's so
will not get in the way of
important
that.
that you said that because now
Yeah.
that will help us as reviewers or journalists to
Exactly.
understand the work as well.
Exactly. And Mehreen will not get in, she does not get in the way of that. She understands that it's a very personal
Interpretation.
And she does not get in the middle of that and she will not try to change that.
So how does her vision work into the
Her
project?
vision is like as a whole. You know how
As a gestalt.
exactly how she wants to shoot it, you know, the framing and of course the direction of the story.
But the tone of the character is yours.
Exactly.
Okay. And how about Farooq Rind? What has that been like?
Dada-
What is that project? Tell us about that as well.
So my character is of a journalist
Okay.
in it, and
Hey, Wafa feels.
Ehde Wafa feels, yes, but only this one has a lot more power.
Okay.
And she's very shaded. It's a very shaded character. I love that because it has an arc. And I'm working with Ahad. So my track is with Ahad, and what a co-actor. Yeah.
Yeah?
He also has theater roots.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have theater roots.
Yeah.
So it was just like being backstage with
Oh,
him.
lovely.
Yes.
That sounds
We
amazing.
rehearse over and over again. Dada gives you a lot of freedom to to have your own ideas about
And his
the
screen is
character.
very unique.
His screen is very unique.
Very different.
And he also, would just come over to you and ask you, what are we doing? What do you want to do? So a lot of times you're caught off guard by that because you're used to hearing, okay,
Do this, do that.
do this, do that, stand there. He'd be the one asking you, kya karna hai? What do you want to do? So that was a lot of fun as well. And even Babar Javed, with Babar Bhai, I noticed that he usually just prefers actors जिनके ऊपर ज़्यादा काम ना करना पड़े.
Oh.
Yeah, he just do that because he has a very strong sense of where he wants to take the story. But at the same time, he'll shoot, like, I love how he shoots his characters. And also he's very efficient. Obviously, he's
Been around for so long.
so long,
yeah.
and God knows how many hundreds of dramas he's
Yeah.
done.
One of the pioneers of network television also. Yeah.
Exactly. So a lot of times, like, there was this action scene in the script, and I was like, this is gonna take the entire night. It didn't even take an hour because he's so
Efficient at it.
he's so efficient at it, and
Yeah.
we have a really good DOP as well, Burhan, Rana Burhan. He's very good. So yeah, I was like, okay, now I will not take it as an excuse. Okay, this sequence is gonna take a lot of time, so you're gonna give us an all-nighter. So that was very efficient.
What have been your favorite experiences with your co-stars so far? Who you've really enjoyed working with?
Recently, Adil Hussain is a really good co-actor.
Yeah.
And he's been around in the industry for such a long time. But
And you can't tell, he looks so young.
he looks so young.
Oh my God.
Exactly. And because he's my senior. And I could see that he was holding his ground, but he also gave me a lot of space. So it was a lot of like back and forth, and I really enjoyed performing with him recently. And
in terms of directors, whose work do you think that I would love to work with this person again? I would love to work with this team again.
no, I want to work with new people.
New people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
anyone in mind?
No,
No.
I just want
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood.
Yeah.
And any plans of doing something yourself, like directing or getting into writing of some kind?
I mean, like I did mention earlier that I have a habit of writing monologues, and that was basically what my therapist got me into. Just try and write your feelings.
Get it out.
Get it out.
Get it out.
So it would just turn into a monologue. So I mean, I don't know. Recently, my friends have been like that. You need to maybe film this. So maybe I don't know. But I'm still figuring that out.
You're still figuring that out. Where do you think your heart is? Is it acting? Because a lot of people feel like, this is what we'll always do. Maybe we'll do that, but this is what we do.
No. I'll tell you, I was 13 when I saw my first theatre play.
Yeah.
That was Shah Sharabil's Bombay Dreams in Islamabad.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I decided that I want to be on stage. And my first theatre play was back in 2011.
Wow.
And I did theatre from 2011 to 2016 regularly. And then later when I moved to Karachi, I realized that theatre doesn't pay. I mean, it never really paid.
Never,
I think
in nowhere, I think.
No, in Pakistan.
Yeah?
It does pay at...
I mean, at par with other industries,
Yes.
it doesn't.
Huh.
Like it's still a very, I would say, tertiary sort of a money making.
It is.
stream.
It does not give you a lot of money. But in Pakistan, there is no money for
There
theatre.
is no money.
No money for theatre. I mean...
Did you watch Monkey Business?
I didn't.
No,
But
you
I've heard good things
It was
about
fun. It was
Yeah,
fun, and
but
it was a good effort.
Yeah.
To revive
and
the.
Yasir is an incredible theatre actor.
Oh,
himself.
he's an incredible actor himself as well. Yeah.
And I mean, have you seen him on stage?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I saw Monkey Business.
He's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, yes, he does really good on film and TV, but the thing is, the Yasir I saw on stage
Yeah.
was unbeatable. So he's and
There's a different energy there.
exactly again, and a very generous co-actor
Yes.
on stage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
because so there's different terminologies in our industry when two actors are in a scene and they like the other person would be thinking कि मैं खा जाऊंगा,
खा जाऊंगा.
and that is just silly because it looks really bad on screen
Hmm.
because it does not show a connection between the two actors.
And I really like that between you and Azan as well.
Yes,
Surprisingly, and I was one of Azan's biggest critics.
Yeah.
I'm like, यार इसको नहीं करनी चाहिए acting, क्या कर रहा है ये?
they, Azan did a great job.
He
in Manto.
was really reinvented
Yes,
himself. So
yes.
what I saw that between you and him
Yeah,
also
yeah.
is that both of you had your own weight as characters.
Yes.
And then you brought that together and made the scene strong.
And also it's also Nadeem Bhai's eye as well. You know, I give him a huge credit for Manto because he brought it all together, especially my character. Like he pointed out nuances that I did not. That was great.
Yeah, yeah. So when you're looking at theater, and you did theater in Islamabad
In Islamabad and in Karachi.
and in Karachi, do you miss it?
I do.
You do.
I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to balance theater and TV. I couldn't.
You couldn't. You couldn't. But TV is where you're right now, I think, focused on.
Yes.
Is that true?
It is.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. For
and
sure,
that's and
for
these
sure.
next 3 big projects, hopefully we'll see you in that as well.
Inshallah, yes.
When you look at work from around the world, and what is it that you would say that, yeah, I wish we could do that, or not exactly that, but
Yeah.
something like that. Like, for example, I think that there are things that Netflix is doing which we've done, like Sabah Kamar is recently doing Momma.
yeah.
What an actor she is.
Incredible.
What a powerhouse. So I feel like
Incredible.
we're
she
doing.
does not need a hero.
Oh, she doesn't need a hero. I don't think she needs anything.
She does not need anyone.
She doesn't need anyone. Anything. You put her in
Yeah.
front of a camera and that's it.
Exactly.
She's done.
Exactly.
But I think like there are certain things which I think we are doing so much better than a lot of, like Muamma. I think is one of the best things I've seen in general.
it's
Like
a really good show.
it's a really good show. What is it that you feel like, oh, that went underrated from, or that if we did that, we'd probably do it better?
I think a lot of propaganda across the border films we do better
We do
because I think as an industry I think we're very human.
Yeah,
And I think
still
we're
real.
we're pretty fair when
pretty
it comes
fair.
to
Yeah.
storytelling.
Yeah.
I remember I did Sevak a few years ago with Anjum Shahzad, and it was very factual.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if there was bad blood for across the border people, then there was bad blood for
Us as well.
for us as well.
Yeah.
You know, so what I've seen is that it's very fair. We don't politicize it. You know, we
Yeah.
don't cash in on these opportunities.
On the hate.
On the hate.
Unfortunately.
just
I mean, fortunately for us, but yeah.
Yeah. So I like that about our industry.
Also, I really love like how Ehde Wafa wasn't, like, you were a
Yeah.
big part of it. And Ehde Wafa is iconic for not, because it's pushing a certain narrative. No, it was just a good story.
It was just a good story.
Good story.
And the thing is, you know, I'll tell you. So I did this Ramzan series with Bol many years ago, and it was called Chand Nagar. And we were like 11 people in it of all age groups, a huge ensemble. And the director, Yasser Rizvi, had a treat shooting us because hub sabki ban gayi. All of us like just hit it off. And I mean, there were so many scenes which were not scripted, and we were just fooling around on set.
And they turned out well.
They turned out well. You know, so it's a lot about just letting be,
Yeah. Being real.
being real.
Yeah.
And I see that in our dramas.
You see that in our dramas. I think that that's so true because I remember talking to Farhan Saeed a couple of
Yeah.
months ago, and he said the same thing. He said a lot of the stuff that he and Nadia Afghan did in Suno Chanda were like, because they were both Punjabi. And
And you
they're
know,
like,
I hate the fact that Nadia Afghan is being celebrated now.
and she's always been iconic.
And while she's always been like, do you remember Shashlik?
Oh yeah, of
my
course.
God.
Sarmad and her, my hilarious. Abhi bhi koi, when I see that clip on Insta or TikTok, I just stop and watch it.
Exactly.
I'm like, this is insane. This is
and
so
the
good.
thing is, I mean, I see so many women who are my seniors at this point
And being typecast.
being typecast, and I'm like, oh my god, if you only see what I see in them, then you know, I mean, the people don't know. Like people sitting on the top, the casting agents, the producer, they don't know what to do with these women.
But I think that Kashif Nisar did a splendid job with her in Kabli Pulao.
he did, but more people need to do that.
Yeah, more people need to do that. more
You know?
and I think there need to be more scripts around that.
More scripts around
Yeah.
them. There's Jale Sarhadi. There is Naveen Naqvi, you know, who's just stepped into acting.
Yeah, she's
You know,
just taken a turnaround, yeah.
There's ZQ.
ZQ is amazing. ZQ is love.
I
ZQ
mean,
love.
she was casted as my mother, and I was like, yeah, I love that. I'll take that as a compliment. But could you not do that, please, ZQ? What are you doing? Don't do that. I mean, there's Aisha Tur. You know, see, it's not about the fact that you know, they're casting them as mothers or grandmothers or whatever. It's just that they have an individuality.
And also there are, like, for example, when you look at a Meryl Streep or a
Yes.
Kate Blanchett,
Huh.
you see directors and producers pushing stories around them.
Exactly.
Because if you look at The Devil Wears Prada, she's almost 70. She's touching 70.
Yes.
And that has become one of the most watched trailers in the year. So
she's
of
70
course,
and she's one of those who didn't get a facelift.
oh yeah.
Incredible.
She's her real skin.
Exactly.
And I mean, and I got nothing against or for that. I'm just saying that look at how icons are celebrated. That's how I think we need to do
And you
as
know
well.
what the world is going towards now? People no longer want to see stars in characters, like big names, with huge popularity. People just want to see what's natural,
What's
and
real.
what's real,
real.
and whatever they can connect with.
Yeah. How do you, like, as somebody who obviously has that negative experience, because I think majority, I remember asking this question in the same series of interviews from women
Yeah.
and from men, that what do you do when you experience negative trolling online?
Yeah.
And well, negative trolling is a double negative, but trolling is negative. So
Yeah.
men, almost all of them, like, we really didn't face it.
Yeah.
We don't really see much of it. And women had long stories and stories. So as somebody who has to balance both, I'm sure you also get a lot of love from people.
And I get shocked at that.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, alhamdulillah for that. But when people come up to me with good,
Nah.
I get taken aback.
That is it. Real?
That is the amount of negativity I have faced. Because I mean, I don't think they like me.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know, but but I don't know. I mean, I don't watch TV. I don't watch my dramas on YouTube. I just go to work, I come back, and that's it. That is it. And I just make sure I commit to the moment that whatever I'm doing as an artist is the truth.
And you're doing your best.
And I do my best, and
Yeah.
then that's it. I disconnect.
Yeah.
I disconnect because there's been like
So you don't
much-
socialize and go to parties and that kind
I
of.
don't. I don't do that.
And you
to
think that impacts your career in any way?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't know because I am a firm believer of the fact that wherever is meant to be yours will be yours.
Will come to you.
Will come to you. I have a lot of faith in that. And the thing is, I am a very sensitive person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I trust very easily. I like to take people at face value. So I don't like to put myself in places after, after so many heartbreaks in friendships and otherwise, I don't like to place myself in places where it can be used,
And where you might get hurt further?
where I might get hurt. So I've been very lucky that people have actually made their way to me, and they've actually proposed friendships with me and have waited around in corners for me to come around and accepted me as
and
I
you're
am.
and you're like, that is my circle then. I don't need to
Exactly.
expand it.
I do not need to expand it. Yes,
So but then when social media good comes, you get surprised. ये कहाँ से आया?
I do. I really do.
That's kind of sad though, because I
Yeah.
do think you have people who love the work that you do.
I mean, I'm super grateful for that. But see, it's not. Then again, I'd go. Are you okay?
I am fine. I'm fine. Just spasms.
Okay, I'd go to the male. I mean, apart from the male gaze, I just want to be loved by women who are watching me. And the thing is, I see my female co-actors get a lot of hate from female viewers and myself, and that breaks my heart.
And it particularly hurts when that comment is coming from a girl.
From a girl.
And she's like, why are you doing?
When it comes to men, I really don't care. When it comes from women, I care a lot
You care a lot.
about that. So yeah.
But do you ever justify it in a way that it has a lot to do with how they've been brought up. It has nothing. It has no
But dil
bearing
bhi
on
to
you.
hai na. Then you have I mean, see, I'm also done with getting into the psychoanalysis of why and how people hurt me. You know, I mean, that's an excuse. You know, you have to put your foot down.
And say that I'm not going to take it.
That I'm not
I don't
gonna
care why you're doing it, but I'm not going to
But
take
I'm
it.
not going to take it. Exactly.
There's a fine line there.
There's
yeah.
a fine line. And one of the reasons why I don't indulge anymore, why I don't socialize anymore, is because I don't want a thick skin. I'm very happy
Being vulnerable.
and sensitive because it really helps me with my art. It helps me
Stay
develop
real.
characters. It helps me get into the psychology of my character better. You know, so I don't want to develop a thick skin. I don't, you know, and a lot of times, you know, image builders in the industry will tell you to carry a certain persona, to become a character that you want to be offered. No.
That's so profound.
I don't want to do that. This is me. This is just how I am. And now at this point, I just want to connect to how I was when I entered the industry. Because there's a lot that I disagree with what happened in between. So, yeah, I'm on that journey now.
That's good. That's good to know. And I think it's important for artists to stay real.
It is.
I think one of the big reasons, what we just talked about, is one of the big reasons why certain industries or certain content is not connecting with the masses because the artists aren't real anymore.
They're not.
I have a friend who I'm going to do a podcast with soon, and she had this great story about how Anurag Kashyap, when he made Gangs of Wasseypur,
Yeah.
and then when he made Bombay Velvet, and why Bombay Velvet bombed and Gangs of Wasseypur was iconic. And he's like, because there was so much budget and other stuff involved, which I'm not used to. I'm used to picking up the call, and like Anurag would call Nawazuddin every day and he would say, okay, we're doing this, we're doing that. So it's a very one-to-one thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you mean, that you want it to be real. You
I want it to be real.
Yeah.
And this is why Pinky Babe Saab worked
Yeah,
for
I
me.
loved Pinky Babe
Thank
Saab.
you. This
I
is
loved
why
it.
that film worked for me. And I think later, when the director tried to take it the other way, because I was brand new at that point.
I remember.
You know, and I took a year off from everything and went back to my theater roots. I've hired an acting coach and everything. And when I was in Dubai for those 3 months, I was just roaming around in my character clothes with that dupatta tied on my head everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and
To absorb the experience.
to observe the experience and everything. And Shazia picked up on that. And I think she also realized that there's no other way that I can talk to Hajra or that I can direct her because, you know, this is her. Like as an actor, I like to be nurtured. That's my love language with the director. You know, I'm like a little child. Like
But there is a
start from
difference, I think,
scratch.
given how hard you work. I think there's a difference between being nurtured and being pampered.
Yes.
There's a huge difference because a lot of times what pampering does is that it turns you into a diva. And I don't get that vibe from you.
No. I don't. I mean, I do have my moments. It's when you see.
How honest that way.
I do have my moments. I do.
I'm not gonna deny it.
I'm not gonna deny
I get into
it.
that mode sometimes.
Yeah, I get in that mode sometimes. But see, I'll tell you, you have like one has to do a lot to get a reaction out of me. Like you know when they say it in Urdu ke दीवार के साथ लगा दिया, like you push me against the wall, and you have to really keep me there. You keep me there, I'll be fine. But then when I flip, then it's not my responsibility.
Then the management is not responsible. Please take care of your belongings.
Yes. Like a person like me who and then people get shocked at that reaction. I'm like, dude, do not push me there. Do not push anyone there.
Anyone there. I think
because
that's
see,
normal. That's
as
reaction.
human beings, all of us have that.
Yeah, everybody has a threshold.
Everybody has a
Yeah,
threshold.
yeah,
Just do not test anyone. See, the thing is, a lot of people in the industry, you know, especially with female actors, they will approach you to test you. Don't do that. We know when you're doing that.
Yeah, we can tell.
We can tell.
We can
being
tell.
producers, being stylists, being image builders, being directors, we know when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't insult our
Don't-
intelligence.
Exactly.
What are the next 5 years looking like? I'm not asking 10 years. I'm not asking 15 years. What are the next 5 years looking like?
Yeah, Mevish, even I don't know, but all I want to do is act and like do big things. You know, like, I mean, oh my God, this series, Mrs. Marvel.
Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel. You
The
have-
Disney one?
Uh,
The one where Mavish Hayat was in?
no. Miss Marvel.
Oh,
The comedian.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
You remember when she said, "I want a big life."
Yeah.
Like, I want a big life.
Yeah.
You know, and recently when I went for Umrah, I made a list, you know, but then I looked at the Kaaba and I obviously forgot everything. And I literally said, I want a big life. But here's the catch. You know, I don't want to keep it all to myself. I want to
Let's share.
I want to share it. You know, yes, I'm asking for all of these things, but expand my brain, expand my heart, you know, and yes, I want to hold my space, but give me the generosity to share it. You know, that's what I want to do. And I just want to act and I just want to be big and I really want to do romance on screen.
Yeah.
You know, I have, but I want to do it even better. You know, like, you know, when you enter your 30s, like there's another sort of
Dimension to you.
Yes. How incredible is that?
Yeah. I'm in my 40s. You're going to love 40s, by the way.
Oh my, so many women say that.
Yeah,
to
you're
me.
gonna, because you know a lot of the progesterone and the estrogen kind of calms down.
Yes.
Because
yes.
you know, God and nature has made women in a way that it's all a push to you know be intimate and be loved and take care of children and have babies and everything.
Yes.
So these kind of things, when they happen, and then you have you know, you have that kind of winds down, your kids are grown up, your
Yeah.
relationship is or not is, wherever
Yeah.
it is, you kind of start looking into yourself.
Nice.
And that kind of makes you feel like, I didn't know I had that. I didn't know I was able to do that. And a lot of things that affected you
Yeah.
really badly
Yeah.
about maybe, for me even, like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
they don't affect me now.
Nice.
I really don't care.
Nice.
I really,
like, I like that.
sure, like, fine.
I
whatever.
care a lot.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
It hurts me.
Give it time.
Huh.
Give it time. But I thank you for the conversation, Haja.
Thank you for
and
having
this was
me,
such a
Mavish.
lovely, insightful and intelligent conversation. We think the whole reason why I do what I do is because we need more of this to be a part of the legacy that
Yeah.
we have in the industry.
Yes,
And 10 years from now, inshallah, when you look back, you will say that, oh, with this conversation, I may have added something positively.
Yeah.
Because I think having a conversation is very easy.
Yeah.
But, and you can have a trashy conversation too. That
And
is
very
also
easy.
Very easy. And
Very
that can
easy.
be fun too. I have
Yes.
nothing against it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
do the good kind too.
Yes.
Do the good
yes.
kind too.
Yes. Because see, this is also manifestation.
100%.
You know, whatever you say comes back to you.
Absolutely. So, guys, keep watching what Hajra does. Keep watching everything that we're doing to make the world a better place. Keep adding to the positivity. Hajra, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Godspeed. Wishing you all the very best. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow Hajra. And I'm very excited to see what she's doing in the future. Thank you so much.